Hey everyone, hope you're having an awesome Saturday. I'm about to do the workout, even though I don't really feel like it this morning, but I do know when I do it, after I do it, I will feel better. So hope you guys are either doing the Faster Way workout or just getting your bodies moving in some way or another today so that you feel good and you feel your best. I have gotten a lot of questions about my MyFitnessPal, so I just want to do a quick video on it. We keep on saying there is a new app coming out. So when you guys all transfer to VIP after your 6-week round, you will have access to this new app. As a coach, I just saw the new app this week and it's awesome. And there's two things I love about it. One is there is a fasting timer that you can put on. So it reminds you when to start your fast and it reminds you when to start eating. And I think that's super helpful to make sure that you get all that whole food nutrition, all those macros in your feeding window. The second thing that it does have, which is amazing, is it has its own version of MyFitnessPal in it. I didn't know if I wanted to do a video on MyFitnessPal because I didn't know how different it would be, but the systems are very similar. It's just now we'll have one app, which is awesome, instead of two apps. And in the new app, all the Faster Way food in the meal plan is put in, which is amazing, and it's all correct macros. So I think that's super helpful if you are following the meal plan, which I know most of you are, that it will be in the new app. But there's a couple things of MyFitnessPal for those that want to track macros that I'm gonna go over. If you're choosing not to track your macros, that's fine. Send us pictures of your food so that we can see it. Keep sending questions. Just make sure you're getting all those macronutrients in each meal, which are carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Really important. Don't just eat one macro at a time. If you're gonna have a meal, make sure all of those macros are in it. That's really, really important for digestion, for your body, and all of those macros are really important for your body to change your body composition. I know for some people it seems like you're eating more than you did, but you're gonna see it. It's gonna take time. You are going to see results. I promise you, there is a science, there is a method to the madness. But for the people that wanna track, I won't make this long. So you just open MyFitnessPal. We talked about carb cycling this week. If you want to put your macros in and have the different macros for Monday and Tuesday, because Monday and Tuesday are high fat, low carb. Monday and Tuesday are high fat, low carb. So those are the days you're eating the avocado, the nuts, the olives, all that type of good stuff, the bacon, all those good things. And so if you want to have a different goal for Monday and Tuesday, you're gonna have to pay $20 for it. For those that want to invest in tracking your macros, I would say, if you can pay for the $20, I would suggest it. Otherwise, if you're not gonna do that, you just wanna use the free MyFitnessPal, you can have a little chart near your desk or your kitchen or wherever that we can put your low carb numbers for Monday, Tuesday, and you can just check it, which is super easy too. But what you're gonna do, how you put your goals in, is you open MyFitnessPal, you go to the 3 little dots on the right-hand side where it says more. Then you go to goals, and it says starting weight, current weight, goal weight, weekly goal, activity level. For most people in this group, I would put 0.5 pounds or 1 pound per week. Unless you have a goal of losing over 50 pounds, then I would put it as 1.5 pounds per week. Your activity level, if you're doing all the workouts, definitely put active. If you're doing a couple of workouts, put slightly active. And so then you get those numbers. When you go down to nutrition goals, there's a tab that says calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. Press that number. They should be, you'll see calories, carbohydrates, protein. Your carbohydrates should be at 45%. Your protein should be at 25%. And your fat should be at 30%. So 45, 25, 30. You'll get some numbers on the side. So you'll see the grams of carbohydrates, protein, fat. What you can actually do is you can put those numbers under the nutrition tab in the Faster Way app. There's something called Macro Calculator. You can put that in. They will ask you for your net carbs. Those are the carbs for a low carb day on Monday, Tuesday. So put in 50. So on Monday, Tuesdays, as we went over, you get 50 grams of carbs plus 25 grams of fiber. We count fiber on Monday and Tuesday. So those days, you actually end up getting about 75 grams total. So 50 net carbs plus 25 in the fiber. Now eat things on Monday, Tuesday that do have lots of fiber, leafy green vegetables, dark berries, all those type of things. Monday and Tuesday, you're not gonna be eating the quinoa and the rice and the sweet potatoes. Save those for Wednesday. You'll be super excited. Also, because you're doing these low carb days, we talked about this last week as well, but listen to your body. Listen, how do you feel? You may feel tired. You may feel a little bit more tired. That is totally normal. But just listen to your body on those days. And if you want to give me the feedback, that's perfect. So once you get that in, you will see that your diary will be set up with what you should have right here. And you'll see it. Sorry, I'm not good at this. At the top, you will see, oh, that's not my diary. Sorry. At the top, you'll see what you need there. And where it says the calories, again, we don't count calories, we're counting the macros. But you can see what your allotted goal is for that day. You just press the calories. There's 3 different tabs on the top that say calories, nutrients, macros. Go to nutrients. That's where it says the grams. Once you've put some stuff into MyFitnessPal, it'll say what you've eaten, what your total is, and what you have left. I find that super helpful. The way that I track is I put in my dinner first because I know that's what I'm gonna have with my family. So I sort of work backwards and then I'll put in my lunch and breakfast. I typically will do a lot of my own dinners and I will use the Faster Way food for lunch and breakfast throughout the day and the snacks. I think that's easiest. Again, with the meal guide, it's a guide. If they're telling you to have ground beef, it just means that they need you to have a fatty protein. So Monday, Tuesdays are the chicken thighs, salmon, ground beef, anything like that. Add the avocado, add that. Good taco nights. I love taco nights, deconstructed burger night. Those type of things are really good for Monday, Tuesdays. And so a couple other little tricks that I wanted to tell you is when you're adding the food, there's a barcode, scan a barcode. So if you're using any sort of packaged items, definitely do that. Under my meals, you can create a meal. So if you have the same breakfast or a lunch that you really like, create a meal and it says create a meal and you just pick it and pick the ingredients. Reminder when you are picking ingredients in MyFitnessPal, make sure that they're accurate because you've got a million people using this app plugging it in and you're seeing what they're plugging in. So sometimes I will Google something just to make sure it looks right. If there's a green check by the food, that means it's confirmed. Like I know like a banana, I use that a lot. Things like that I will use. So if you have a meal that you do regularly, put that in so you don't have to keep on putting it in. I also often will put recipes sometimes from the web. And in here, you just press add food and it says my recipes at the top because you'll see all my meals, my recipes, my foods. If you want to do create a recipe, it says create a recipe and you can put it in. There is a feature that if you want to import a recipe, that means a recipe from the web, you can press import the recipe and then I just copy and paste the URL in there and they can import the ingredients. Again, make sure the ingredients look right because it's a computer doing it. Sometimes things are a little off, but you can adjust. That way, when you go to log something in, all that stuff that you use repeatedly is on there. If you have favorite dinners, put them in. Most of the Faster Way foods are in MyFitnessPal. If you look under Faster Way, overnight oats, it'll be in here. Just make sure that the calories for the meal plan match up with what's in here. Sometimes I will look under the word Faster Way, or I will look under FWFL, so Faster Way to Fat Loss. I will look that up as well. Something that I also lastly wanted to mention is if you pre-log your food, I find that sets you up for success. So you wake up in the morning, you know what you're gonna have. It also eliminates that stress of, well, what am I gonna eat today? Where am I going? I think that's super, super helpful to do this. I know some people also have trouble, they're so great during the week and then it's the weekend. Well, what do you do? I often will just make sure that I'm logging Monday through Thursday and then I will revisit it on Thursday because maybe by Thursday there are some things that I do want to change. So I would go back and look at that. I think that's important, and that's the way you can set yourself up for success and know if you're going to go out to dinner or order takeout. You know, it's sort of think of the week as first half of the week, second half of the week, including the weekend. Trying to think of some other tips. One thing I do love also, if you want to repeat a meal, if you're looking at it and it says, you know, your break fast and the 3 little dots under the break fast or whatever meal you're doing, if you press that, there's a lot of things here too that say quick add, save as a meal, or copy to from date. If I am also repeating meals and they're things that I really like, I will put it in on Monday and then I will copy it to other days of the week, things that I really, really like. I especially repeat Monday, Tuesday because I do hold those days sacred because that is when we are the fat burning machines. So we're depleting the glycogen, also known as carbs, and our body is just basically burning fat. So those are days you really, out of any days of the week, want to keep sacred. If you have any questions about MyFitnessPal or how to track macros or what your macro numbers are, please reach out to me. I do think that tracking macros is helpful. What I find the most helpful is realizing most of the time I'm not eating enough. And I know I personally have a hard time reaching that protein goal. And I know we were talking about that on the Facebook group. Smoothies are an awesome, awesome way. So reach out to me, lean into the group, and have an awesome weekend. Bye.